Welcome to another episode of Heart of the Huntress. In the last episode, we saw Supermum Donna Partridge take down a few problematic feral animals. In this episode, Donna and Margaret pair up again and head to the hills in search of an elusive fallow deer to fill the freezer. The day had been very hot and humid, and a storm was brewing, but Donna and Margaret thought they had time to get in a quick afternoon hunt.
I think probably we must get cover as well.
The weather was changing for the worse, and it started to sprinkle, and the breeze was picking up. Soon the big black clouds were rolling in thick and fast, and before they knew it, the storm had hit. The wind and the rain was almost lethal.
What do you think, Margaret?
Wet and chilled to the bone, Donna and Margaret waited until the storm had passed.
It hasn't stopped since we started our hunt, so we haven't moved from our pine tree. We did have two small deer come out in front, but
they are really small,
and they didn't really want to stick around in this beautiful weather. My hands have gone all wrinkly, my fingers, from the rain. It's been showering rain, it's sprinkling rain now, so we'll probably get wet, but we're just going to do a little quick walk up along a flat where we've been spotting the big pig that I think Margaret was after. So we'll take a walk up there and hopefully the weather eases off a little bit and we get a chance to get in a hunt this afternoon.
They headed out to an area where they had previously seen a monster boar feeding in a wet gully on the lush green. The ground was very wet, which made for excellent stalking, and the gullies were running. Now the temperature had dropped by about 20 degrees, and they were wet and cold from the storm. As they approached another wet, swampy area, they came across a small mob of pigs. But they were amongst some thick trees, and no clear shot was able to be taken. So Margaret decided to stalk in closer. She went down on her knees to get even closer. With the wind and the weather in her favour, the pigs started wandering off in her direction. She took cover behind a tree and waited for the pigs to move into her sight. Her focus was on the biggest pig of all of them. She acted quickly the moment the pig stopped for 1 second. Perfect shot. The pig dropped in its tracks. It was still a young pig.
Well, we spotted a pig from down the hill, and we started to go after him, and then we were about 200-300 meters away from him, and then a big storm broke out, and we needed to go for cover. But that time the big one, he went for cover as well. So after the rain stopped and everything settled down, we went off course a bit, and hopefully the pig will return. And just like we planned, the pig came out of the cover, and he started walking in the open and start feeding. So the chase was on, and I decided to approach the pig from a different angle because the wind is changing all the time, and I went into the trees and started my stalk from there. And then I can't see the big one anymore, but I saw 3 smaller pigs, and suddenly the pig starting to running towards me, and I needed to decide quickly what I'm going to do, and I decided I'm going to take the biggest one of the pigs. And so I shot this pig, and it was a perfect shot and everything went well, but still the big one is on the loose, and hopefully we can find him still today, or hopefully tomorrow. But you must know I'm on his case now. I want him.
Heart of the Huntress aim to demonstrate to all people the power of drive, ambition and unity. We aspire to be positive role models for all women, men and children, to be valued for our skills, knowledge, ability to share, learn and succeed, and encourage others to succeed. She set herself up for a standing freehand shot. After Margaret's pig, it started to rain again, and they decided to call it a day and get out of the cold and rain. She made a successful shot. On their way, they spotted pigs in the long grass. Donna already was ready for any action, and Margaret was there behind the camera as they moved in. The stalk was a difficult one, as it was hard to pinpoint their position. The grass was long and difficult to see over. But now they were vulnerable to being spotted, so Donna needed to act quickly. Being 8 months pregnant, this was a difficult task over the wet rocks, and they took it slow so she wouldn't slip, and walked in with Margaret to find the pig.
Just heading back to the ute, and we've seen these few pigs run out, so we're like, oh, what the heck, we might as well take a shot and come up with a little one.
Please join us on the next exciting episode where Donna hunts a fallow deer, where Christy heads to the hills with her compound bow to chase some small game. Until next time, see ya!